Hello everybody, it's Miss Amy. I'm in the big garden. I've just finished watering and I'm heading home for the night. Happy 4th of July. I hope you've had a great day. It was scorching out. That's why I come and water at night to get these plants rejuvenated overnight. Thought I'd give you a quick tour and show you what's going on. The nasturtiums are doing really well and they're doing their job. There have been a lot of insects in there and eating on those leaves. We will have a few jalapenos this week. We may have a couple of banana peppers here soon as well. The things that have done really well in the heat and humidity are the basil, the parsley, a lot of the other herbs. The tomatoes have been really getting plump. They really like the heat and humidity. They are also setting more blossoms up higher on the indeterminate plants. So I'm really happy with the progress that they're making. We should have good tomato crops. The green onions are doing great. The carrots are doing great. I checked one the other day and it's about the size of my pinky finger. So we'll just keep watching. They just need more days to get mature. Salad tomatoes are doing all right. These are the bell pepper, the King Arthur bell pepper. And I don't know if you have seen the other pictures that I've been posting. This is the one that I've been posting the progress of. This baby has really gotten fat this week. That's exciting. This is a Big Mama tomato. Great for canning, great for making sauce. There are some radishes. I know that folks have been loving the radishes this year. It's getting pretty hot. This bed, I'm hopeful, will actually come to maturity. There are a couple of rows of radishes along the sides of the tall tomato plants, so they've got a little bit more shade. So I'm hopeful that we'll get those to come through also. These are Carmen peppers. They are a sweet pepper that tastes like a bell pepper, but they don't have that acidic bite. There are quite a few in here. They need to get a little bit fuller, but they're doing great. The beets are doing really well. These are golden beets. Just about ready to be picked. There's a row of red beets here of the same age, and I've got another small bed that's completely full of red beets. So if you want beets for anything, get in touch and we'll work out a situation. I do bulk beets if you want them for canning too. The green beans have been, they've been a little slow in the heat. They have taken their time with the bean production and instead have worked on the leaves. Look how big that is. They are trying to shade the plants. The beans flower and they send up a big stalk for the flowers and it comes up above the leaf. Well, once they set the fruit, they want those covered so that they don't scald or that they don't burn in the sun. So as they start to set these little tiny baby beans, they then start to grow great big leaves to cover them up, which makes picking beans kind of like a jungle. But they're in there. This bed is doing okay on bean production. I think I've picked a pound of beans out of this week. There should be more upcoming. This next bed is a week older, so between the two, in the next 2 weeks, we should really hit our stride with beans. I've got more in the other end of the garden too. The flowers are doing great. These are the tall snapdragon that I started from seed, and I'm really happy with them. Cosmos, several other flowers. Zinnias, I'm hoping some zinnias will start to open this week. There's some sunflowers. These still need a little time. I'm going to pull some of the zucchini and squash plants that haven't been productive and reseed them. These are newer plants. They're doing better. I've seen more bees in here pollinating them, so I'm hopeful that we will have some more coming soon. And then there are, again, some tiny ones here coming. Onions are doing great. I may have some of the mild early season onions in the next couple of weeks. The peas have slowed down. I'm going to probably pull some of the peas. They are making new flowers, which I've never seen them do. They're sending out new stems, and almost all of them are making flowers again as if they can set another batch of peas. So I think I will probably selectively remove some and put some squash in this bed because this bed was designed for the squash and zucchini to go in before this time. The peas are about 3 weeks later than they should be. The cucumbers are really taking off. If there's one thing in the garden that doesn't mind the heat, and it doesn't mind the humidity, and it also doesn't mind a little bit of drought, it's the cucumbers. We've got a bunch of tiny bees that have been in here pollinating them every day. But there are lots of little cucumbers. There are the onions that'll be ready here pretty soon. When they're almost done, they flop over and they start to dry up the tops. So this first patch should be ready in another week or so. These are a later season variety, so we'll have those later into the season. There are more of these seeded in a couple of other places in the garden, so hopefully we have some for really late in the season that we can store. There are more beets. These are those golden grape tomatoes. This is the first time we've had a golden one in the garden, so I'm pretty excited to watch it mature, and I can't wait to see that color. Look at all those little babies. Here's the rest of those beans. I've got a row in the front that's about 10 days old, and then a row in the center that's only about 5 or 6 days old. The next bed has lettuce. It's got a shade cover over it. I'm hopeful that we'll be able to get at least some pickings out of this, even if it stays hot. This shade cover makes a huge difference in keeping it cool and also helping keep the moisture in. So I'll let you know how that is going. I've got some spinach that's coming in the other garden as well, and there's some new kale coming. So overall, things have really done well this week. I've been watering almost daily to keep things going though. So that's the update. I hope you enjoy the videos. If you have any questions, if you have any problems that you would like some help with, just reach out and let me know. Thanks for watching, and have a safe and happy 4th of July, and I hope that you stay cool tomorrow. It's going to be another hot one. Thanks.